All right, wasting zero time at all, and I am going to start. Let's think about this. So we do need users. I don't know how this worked actually, because we don't even have a user in our schema. That shouldn't even worked. It doesn't even make sense. But whatever. It's something kind of worked there. But let's see. Model user. There we go. And let's npx Prisma generate. This should work. This will make sense now. I don't know how that. It must have had an old version of like Prisma's deal, somewhere in there. But this should work. Okay, now I'm really fucking confused. Really fucking confused. Because why did that work? You know what I mean? Okay, pages, app, directory. Does pages need to be in the app directory? Is that why? But how did that? Oh my gosh, this doesn't even make sense. What like Waffles? I'm gonna shake something, buddy. I'm gonna lose my mind, buddy. I'm gonna lose my shit. Okay, so Pages API v1. Oh, you know why they probably completely. Well, let's see what version of Node we're using. What version of React? 19. Maybe React 19 got rid of the Pages directory as a whole. You don't really want to backtrack to an older version of React, but we could, you know what I mean, just to get this thing working. But it just doesn't make sense. How did that last bit work? What? You know what I'm saying? How the fuck did that work? That should have not worked at all. If it like what? Oh man. Here I was so excited because it was just about to be smooth sailing. Okay. Dude, this is not. This ain't how to do it, man. This is crazy. Okay. I need a basic Next.js project with Prisma and Neon database. And my Prisma model is a user. That is all. Just need CRUD. Okay. It's really I'm like mentally shocked right now because we're building an entire cap and share platform and quite literally leading the entire project, and I can't believe I'm unable to build a basic post request right now of Prisma. Like I don't fucking know why. Like it's something's not. Pages API. Why does it do that? Pages. Maybe I need to put middleware here. Maybe it's just some silly bug like that or something. No. Okay. P2002. Unique constraint. Ah, okay. So it is working potentially. Just need to change the name. Okay, so it is working. Okay. Whoo. Whoo, folks. Another couple minutes down the drain wasted. I was about to freaking punch something for sure. For sure. Okay. So we'll leave it all front and back end, same project for right now. I'm thinking the most basic stuff right now. Okay, ID name, model, organization, user. That's perfect. I think users need to belong to organizations. Okay, this is all we want is users and organizations to be related. I want to be able to build a organization endpoint. Users are going to associate themselves to orgs, and then orgs are going to be the things that pre-authorize users and post-authorize users. Yeah. Wow, I can't believe it's just a fucking simple bug, middleware bug, maybe an npx migrate bug too. This. Anyways, okay. So the good news is we've got some APIs. Let me clean this up a bit, and let's also get a case to get users or get a user. I suppose we can get a user by a ID. That'll work perfect. And then we also want to have a users where we can get a list of users, but it's actually going to be by org ID. So I think what we want to do is actually name this folder org ID. Oh my gosh, excuse me. And what this folder is going to do is list out users for an organization. Organization is going to be this guy. So we could be a little bit granular. I'm going to spell the exact thing the same. Okay, and with index.ts, import next API request, Prisma client, perfect. And basically what I'm trying to build out real quick is just the basic scaffolding of users and in the relationships to organizations. So we need the ability to create organizations, and we need the ability for users to be assigned to organizations, and then we need the ability for us to query if we're like an org admin who's in my org, or if you're a user trying to verify or prove that you're part of an org. Or maybe I'm kind of overdoing it. Maybe I don't need to do all that right now. Fuck it, we're gonna build it. But anyway, so I think we're just getting a red line here just because the npx Prisma generate contract needs to have, or the npx Prisma generate needs to happen. I don't think I need to migrate quite yet. Just org ID wasn't associated. Oh, organization. User, organization. Organization is part of user. So why? No, it should be org. This should, we can also get rid of this Prisma lib bullshit. Don't need it. And sorry guys, my phone is blowing up right now, but okay, so we just need find many users where the org ID. This is not data, yeah. Organization does not exist on users where input. Fix with AI. Let's use some AI. Let's get this thing freaking working. Oh, you know what else I realized? We are using cursor. So I'll say, fix this, please. Oh, I just got access to files. How do you add another file though? Index. No. So it's where the organization and the ID of the organization. Yeah, we defined ID is defined. So I just want to look it up by the organization. Why is it? Object literal may only specify or our user's input. Users where input. Users. Interesting. Okay, let's see what's going on here. I just saw a new headline of Trump come out saying he's talking to the nation apparently after striking Iran. I don't know. That's just a bit crazy to me. To back it like not that he chose to do it, or yeah, I'm not making a political statement on conservative or Democrat. Or I'm just saying the statement that holy shit, I can't believe bombs were dropped. You know what I'm saying? Like even Israel, Iran. Like I'm not really politically. I don't understand the war. I just saw a fucking thing on Instagram where like missile just comes crashing down in Tel Aviv, and I was like, whoa, like first I was like, is this AI? But I don't think it's AI. I think it's very real. And then I had seen those headlines of like U.S. just struck 3 nuclear places. I was like, oh shit! Like this is the real deal. You know, this ain't a joke. Okay, but we're working here, and I need to have an organization's endpoint where we can build and list organizations, import. Yep, create org. That is exactly what we need. So I think just Prisma is not updated. 2 things I need to adjust my indent rainbow. It should work, yeah. Prisma organization. Should be moved over. This is what V0 said. Back relation. Okay, Prisma generate. So I think it's just a generate issue. Like it's not picking up the new contract that we've built. But it's already built here, but it's not picking it up, which is not good. Yeah, it's not. It has a user, but it doesn't have model organization when it's right here. So why is that? Why am I having all these Prisma issues? You know what I mean? It's not making a lot of sense to me. When it really should be just a PX Prisma generate, and it generates a new contract for Prisma. Start by importing Prisma client. Or developer reload for some reason. Maybe that'll fix it. So when you build a new data model with Prisma and then you generate the contract, it should be allowed when you instantiate Prisma. You should see it in the same sense. If I pull up all these options, I could see user right here, and the reason why I could see user is because we built it in our contract. But what we've also built is organization, but I don't see it here in our options, and it's not letting me do it. It's saying it's not built when it definitely is. So it's just weird. There we go, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I think the output was just getting to a weird spot. But now the red underlines are no more. And now if I show the options, we should see organization, organization, user. So anything we build in model, like in Prisma's contract, if I say model waffles, right? And, you know, for whatever reason, we want all these things about it and some Boolean value like is cute dog. And obviously, whoa, default true. Why the fuck would I punch a hole through this screen? I can't believe it would dare say that. Now it's not going to show a waffle here, but if I MPX Prisma generate, it should after boom, there's waffle because it's got the new contract. So Prisma is nice for that reason because it acts as like your database connection. It acts as your type safety and then also like your data models all in one, which is pretty needed. Like I like it personally because then you can move pretty quick. So versus like having to query and like do your API safety and like all these fucking bullshit cloud things, and which obviously is like good for cloud and it's good to do that for proper enterprise builds. But when you're like trying to just get something off the ground and get moving, it's the worst fucking thing you could possibly do, in my opinion. Like as a businessman, as someone who owns many LLCs and businesses, the very first thing you need to do is get moving. Like you should not be sitting there and being like, oh, well, when I have 1 million customers, like I should build for that system. Like, no. You should build a system to make $5 first and then scale to $50, then $500, you know, and that might mean building a system for 1 user first and 2 users and then 10, then 100, then, you know, 1,000, and deal with your problems as you scale. But you want to deal with the problems you're currently facing. And, you know, it would be like me trying to start a charter company. I'm like, oh, well, let me buy a 46-foot boat when I don't even know how to fucking drive a 20-foot boat. I don't know the licensing. I don't know the things required. I don't know all of the details before getting to a larger vessel, 25-ton vessel, all the insurance thing, policies, you know, maintenance, welding, all these like seriously, you know, you're going to need welders, you're going to need captains, you're going to need a ton of stuff, ton of extra buoys, fenders. You're probably going to have to get a certain safety game warden inspection for that type of vessel. Yeah, so similar thing in software. Like I see engineers do that when they like start their entrepreneurial endeavors. They're like, oh, let's fucking launch Kubernetes. It's like, bro, like you need Kubernetes after 10,000 people. Like you can get pretty far with like an EC2 instance with, you know, 1,000 people moderate usage. You know, it's like if you're at 1,000 people, you're like, okay, now let's adjust to Kubernetes. Go right the fuck ahead. But yeah. Anyway, enough of my rant. Oh, but he might need to go out. He's those sniffs. Yeah, I'm gonna take him out, guys. But we made good progress. We got our DB working. We've got some APIs built. I'm gonna take waffles out. We're gonna get back to build maybe episode 3. I'll see y'all shortly.